Hello, Cancer Feminines. This is Grand Madam with your Astro Tarot reading for September into October, and some may even extend into November. My apologies for the lighting. I broke my light in the last reading, and I just wanted to get this done. So I feel like I'm reading in the dark, but for some strange reason, it looks better this way. Now, we're depending on sunlight and shade right about now. I had already started your reading when I couldn't stand the lighting anymore. Okay, so I left the cards. I just started with the Oracle deck. I left the cards there and just started moving lights and overhead lights and cards and the camera around until I found something that would at least help you to distinguish the cards when I show them and not have them all fuzzy and out of focus. So, as I said earlier, Cancer Feminine Energy Group, we have males, females, and non-binaries in this group born under the sign of Cancer. You are the intuitive, sensitive, emotional ones. You feel your way through life. Home and hearth is extremely important for you. Now, I've already shuffled, and like I said, I just put the cards out here for your oracle reading with using the Dark Goddess deck. And what is really weird is that this line, you have deception with the goddess Medea. You have temptation with dear woman. And you have Sheila Nagig, desperation. And these three cards came out in the reverse. I can't remember which reading I did this for, but it's weirding me out. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck of the Dark Goddess is Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, Russian witch, loss. And that type of loss means things that were not taken care of, things that were people that were taken for granted, um, people, places, things just put on the back burner. Baba Yaga comes along and shoops them up and takes them away. So with deception, temptation, desperation, some of you are in a situation where you're feeling so insecure right now, you are really you're feeling either that you're caught up in a web of deception and you're tempted to do something that's not in your highest good, and others of you have really weaved a web of deception because of temptation and things went completely left. All right, I'm going to clarify deception with the mini rider weights. Let's see what's going on with the Cancer Feminine Energy Group. The Cancer Masculine's energy was a theme of men's liberation and how to adjust to the modern woman. So let's see what yours is going to be. Quite interesting, I can see. So we're looking at clarifying deception. Guides, give me 3 cards for the deception, please, that Cancer Feminine is dealing with or involved with. Okay, deception, 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 deception. What is deception here? Okay. Oh, someone was stealing. Someone may have been cheating you. Either way it looks at it, someone has been doing some things behind your back, Cancer Feminine. This is the 7 of Swords, the cards of deception. So we have deception, deception. Oops, I did that. And it has created a major change. This also may indicate the passing of someone. But this is 360 change, total annihilation, and a need to completely reset your life. Or that could have been the deception, that you had to research your life and move forward towards the future, your new future. And for some of you, the deception was that someone had passed, but they had not. They just left. They ghosted. Picked up everything and left. We have the Nine of Cups and the World. Cancer Feminine, this looks like someone faked their death and moved further on to a whole new life. Or maybe some of you are thinking of doing that. Either way, it looks like this chapter is closed. At the bottom of the deck, we have hope and we have more deception. Good God, what are you into? Okay, what has happened? There was some juggling, a juggling act going on. Someone put it out there, and someone came charging in with a bunch of questions. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Someone put something on social media. And we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Emperor. Aries may be involved. Either way, they were looking for a new direction. And somebody took that new direction. They were very happy. They got the money they wanted or whatever it was. They reached their goal. But when they did it, they brought the house down. Literally. Then the truth came out. Okay. So that deception was discovered and it changed everything. Excuse me. Let's move on to temptation. Dear woman. For some of you, someone may have, because of a cheating situation, caused the passing of someone, thinking that they would have a new life after they were gone. But that whole faking the death thing, that's also prominent in this reading. Temptation. Give me 3 cards for temptation. The cards for temptation. A reading on temptation. So what was the temptation? Lovers. Gemini energy. Truth. Ace of Swords. Clarity. 8 of Pentacles. Working on a situation. Truth came out and there was heartbreak. It looks like a 3-way situation. And you're wondering whether you should put in more energy or effort in this situation. Page of Cups. You want to make a small offer or just feel your way through this situation. Just do a little something, like maybe send a text message or something small, to see what the response would be. Right now, here's Pisces energy and the Hangman. You're kind of suspended. You don't know what to do. Here we have the Sun. In this case, I don't believe the Sun is a happy sun or a successful sun. This is revelation. Things were revealed. Things came out. And now I have the 8 of Swords caught up in your head. Overwhelmed. 10 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, nothing's happening. King of Pentacles. Might be the love interest that you're separated from. Businessman, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Someone who's good with figures. And we have regret and disappointment. The temptation was the other lover. And we have the King of Cups. Someone who is into their feelings very deeply, but they will not show it. And they can be Very affectionate, very warm, very gentle, very loving 1 minute, and then shut it all down the next. Cancer, uh, Scorpio, Pisces. And here we have the Seven of Swords again. So this was the cheating partner. And he's gone. And this is the Knight of Wands. Sagittarius energy, now he's gone. So, someone killed a relationship. That's for some of you. Let's move on to desperation. So the temptation was another person. One that you felt, who was more affectionate with you than the person you were with. The person you were with, the King of Pentacles, is more ego-centered, more materialistic. The person that you may have had the affair with, or who someone has had the affair with, he could have had the affair with him, was much warmer, more charming, more could relate to you emotionally, much better. But it was a deception. That's just how they are. Free-spirited type, footloose and fancy-free. Desperation. Here we have an offer, or you're hoping for an offer, desperate for an offer from the Knight of Cups. But let me tell you something about this Knight of Cups. Well, Knight of Cups can be very tricky. They come with a proposal, the invitation to a loving situation, and then they dash off too. Okay. Here is a Queen of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, someone who takes zero foolishness. She is very non-emotional. She wants the facts, nothing but the facts. So don't come to her with some emotional longings, some, oh, you're so beautiful. She's not moved by affection. And somebody's pictures was on social media, which threw you in a tizzy. Oh, lots of communication going back and forth. This is the Eight of Wands regarding this picture with this person. And here's Two of Wands, thinking of moving into a new direction or needing to move into a new direction. And here is a Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Very loving, warm individual who can also be cold-hearted enough to crunch numbers and run a business. She'll hold you down. This could be you, Cancer. And that, yeah, this is you, because this person is wondering, should I put any more efforts into this relationship after I've seen this? So somebody saw these folks on social media. You saw your significant other making an offer to this woman. And now you wonder. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have heartbreak. At least you have your money. Okay, here you are, Cancer. Cancer, oh my God. Cancer, this has profoundly... Okay, now some of you... Let me move this here. Some of you may have experienced the death of a spouse. And so you were very vulnerable when you met this person. And if you were a widow who had inherited some money, quite comfortable, you were working on your grief when you met this person. I come in loving and all this other stuff. You could have met this person while you were with your spouse. But now they're gone. And that has thrown you into Desperation. But what are you desperate for? I'm going to use these cards now to get an overall look. What's going on with Cancer Feminine? Best message for the Cancer Feminines. Best message for Cancer Feminines. Desperate, feeling that no one will be there to love you. Cancer Feminine, you have to learn to love yourself. Connect with the universe. Raise your hands above your head and just, with palms open, look up. Send me love. That's all you have to do. And just, when it starts moving through your hands, it'll go down through your arms, elbows. Then it'll spread across your shoulders and move through your whole torso all the way down to your feet. Enjoy that for a bit. That will help calm you, and that will show you there's a different type of love right about now, instead of what you feel desperate for. So accept that love from the and that love energy from the universe for now to heal yourself. Right now, you're in no position to make any major decisions about anything. So, let's see what's going on with the Cancer Femme. Overall energy. Yep, it's all over this King of Pentacles. There's the Moon. You feel that he deceived you. He didn't tell you. It was something important that he did not tell you. And you're at your, you're just so overwhelmed with it all. This is Ten of Wands. There are things going on you did not know about. And now that they're out, or now that he's gone, you are stuck with responsibility for all of it. Seven of Cups shows choices that needed to be made. There were options. Someone had options, other options in the situation. And someone was doing a juggling act. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. You've probably chosen to move in a different direction, or he has chosen to move in a different direction. If he's not the one who has passed, yeah. Now we have Three of Pentacles. This is the card of the friendship. This is the card of also communication. Let me make this perfectly clear to you. This is, this is like a presentation. So we have from the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. And we have a page of, which one is this? Wands. All right, here's the social media again. Public. Also, pages are also children. Lovers on social media. That's the presentation. Presentation, lovers, social media. And here, this is the loving housewife, household manager, businesswoman. And there is a concern about her. And right now, many of you are just taking, putting it all behind. Some of you have taken to bed. Some of you have just gone to bed on this. Others have gone to the beach or to the pool. All right, we have the Six of Wands. This is the Victory card. And here we have the Hierophant. So in spite of what we have seen, what we talked about earlier, someone has pulled off a successful marriage or had a solid marriage, but there were secrets. And now that those secrets are out, I feel the secrets are out. Also, I feel the way the secrets came out was like in a dream. It was intuitive because now we have conflict, the mental conflict. Should I stay? Should I go? And that's for those whose spouse has not passed. Okay? Obviously, we have regrets. So we have 5 and 5. This is major change. 5 is the number of change. Okay. Here we have the heartbreak again. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Didn't I tell you it came intuitively? The information. You weren't even looking for it. Something led you to. For some of you, you were led by your intuition. No, it was greater than intuition. To a website or a channel or something, and you saw your significant other or spouse with another person, and you knew exactly what it was. For others of you, the information came through a dream. We have the High Priestess. We have someone at their wit's end. And we have, now that was 9 of Wands. Here's the 3 of Wands, moving ahead towards the future. It's a little scary. It's anxiety. And we have the Tower. It all came tumbling down. This is going back to the death of a marriage here. We have the Justice. This is a counselor, but this is a little beyond counseling because now it's public. And we have someone just ready to jump out of there. Someone also feels they've been played for a fool, and they have sequestered themselves. They're going within. That's your intuitive part. You're going within for answers and for direction. What do I do next? Some of you have come up with the decision. You know how you're going to move. Some will be staying in the marriage, 2 of Cups. You're staying in the marriage for financial reasons, Knight of Pentacles. Others of you are not making any moves just yet. You're going to stand still because right now your most important priority is the family, 10 of Pentacles, and the family money. While others of you, here's Knight of Wands, are moving out. A lot of communication here. Some of you actually contacted that woman, 8 of Wands. This is interesting. You're keeping your financial independence. You're keeping the money. You've worked hard for it, and you're keeping it. And here the issue is, here is the one in charge. This is Aries. Some of you are under the control of an Aries. A very emotional Aries. You have King of Cups and the Emperor here. Being treated like a child, 6 of Cups. And that's really bred some conflict. I think some of you may have been housewives. And while you were going, you got sick and tired of being treated like a child, then you met this devil here. This King of Wands. The lover of the zodiac here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And you were like, here's the temptation. Lured by temptation. But you were being watched. Page of Swords. And now you don't know pretty much what to do. That's what you're worried about. 8 of Swords. Some of you want to make things right. And wondering whether or not you should make some type of offer. This is for the ones whose partners are still alive. Others of you have just found out you're pregnant. Others of you are like going out and having a good old time, like the hell with the whole thing. I'm just tired of it. And many of you are hopeful about the situation, that you can, it can be fixed. It's going to take a lot of patience right about now. Because the problem was that you were feeling abandoned in the first place, Five of Pentacles. And it was one of those situations where, you know, everything was paid for, but you were not feeling emotionally supported. You weren't feeling loved. Very generous with the money. And some of you are just moving on. And like, you know, yeah, the money was good, but the situation wasn't. So I'm going to find my place of peace. This is also for those of you who have lost a spouse. And after he passed away, or she passed away, every obligation in the world to people you never even knew about came knocking on your door. Those were his obligations. Those were his debts. Those were his women, not yours. And everybody came around with a handout. Look at that. You see these two? Oh, no, no, no. Back it up. This is Seven of Wands. Back it up, back it up, back it up. 7 and 7. 7 of Wands. The girlfriends showed up wanting their share of your assets, what's now your assets from the marriage. A judge definitely had to get involved. King of Swords. And now it's a closed chapter. This is the world. It's all over. Now, like I said, some of you have just packed up and moved out. 8 of Wands. Some of you are still seeking answers. 9 of Swords. But the Wheel of Fortune has turned. And everything is in your favor right now. It was hard. It was a hard situation. Four of Pentacles, trying to keep what you had. You tried to keep your marriage together. Even though you had a friend. You were happy for a moment. Here is, your friend introduced you to a whole new lifestyle. And new money. And new money. Seems here you were at odds over some romantic gesture. You tried to make a little romantic gesture, and instead getting a positive response, you got this instead. For some of you, a child was involved. Some of you have children. And the facade of a happy family. And some of you really have been made bitter behind the whole situation and have divorced. So some of you are widows, some of you are just divorced, and some of you have just walked away from a committed relationship. It's like, here we go, look at this. Look at this. I am through with this. I am absolutely through. You see the 7 of Pentacles here? Oh, wait a minute, you can't see. Can you see? I am so sorry about the lighting. You see how he's trying to make her stay? Trying to hold on to her? But it's like dead in the water. The relationship is dead in the water. And some of you, here's a Chariot, Cancer. This is your energy. And the Ace of Cups. You're ready to move forward for a new life, a new love, new success. You want new passion, Ace of Wands. But you're not sure how to go about to get it for some of you. And others of you are still reeling from the information that came out of the death of the spouse. But you have clarity. You just have to build your confidence back up. This is also for the divorced people, the divorced ones. Some of you have just decided that was just too much with the other lovers, and that with the spouse and the lovers, you just divorced them. And now you're a little bit doubtful of how to move forward. But you will. You just take your time. Okay. So, we pull these back together. I'm going to ask now, what is it you can look forward to? So some of you lost a spouse. Some of you divorced a spouse. And that was all about, you still were not getting your feelings met, your emotions met. What do you have to look forward to now? What do you have to look forward to now? So what do the Cancer femmes have to look forward to? Males, females, non-binaries. Some of you are still at your wit's end, still caught up in your head, but here's an opportunity to move in a new direction. Some will seek to spiritual counsel. Some will go to spirituality, rely on their spirituality. Others are packing up and moving. And some are allowing their friends to take them out, even though they're not in the mood. So, new beginnings are tough. Just take one step at a time. One minute, do what you're ready to do. Don't let anybody talk you into doing what you're not emotionally prepared to do. And you will look back on this situation here as a major life lesson learned. Okay? And that is to involve yourself with people who will give you what you need emotionally as well as materially. One is going to be just as important as the other. You cannot just rely on security if you know you have a deep desire and need for emotional support, affection, things like that. Okay, Cancer? This is Grand Madam. Much love to you.